One of the main problems I believe that people have, and that includes people of the trade, and I've seen plenty of tradesmen that have these problems, is being able to coordinate and plan ahead financially in their lives. I have a huge problem with this. I have a weakness with this, and I like to think I'm an intelligent person, and I believe I have an above average IQ. But that belief is tested because I have this weakness, and it leads me to believe that it doesn't matter how smart you are or how smart you think you are. You can't outsmart human nature. And we all come fully stocked with human nature. And we all know what that means. It doesn't matter how smart you are. When a guy sees a pretty girl, they have a certain thought in their head, and it doesn't matter how smart they are. Or when a guy, I can speak for guys, so I'm gonna go with guys here. When a guy walks into Home Depot and sees that there's a new M12 oscillating sander, even if they don't really have an idea what they would use it for, a lot of them buy it. It's hard to explain. It's human nature. Boys and girls are different too. Let's not get into that. Don't want to start a war or something like that, but they're different. Women go into Kirkland's or Home Goods, same problem. You can't fight human nature, so you must learn to control it. I think the problem is the people that try to fight it, they lose because it's a battle that can't be won. Human nature is it's baked into you by God above. You're not gonna get rid of it. You just have to work with it. And there's great things that you can do with it, and it can be misused quite a bit. So learn self-control, I guess, is the main thing. Self-control. And as I get older, I gain self-control, but not enough, because I still struggle with these things quite a bit. I wanted to get on here and talk about that because it rose up inside of me, and I was like, well, this is a good thing to talk about, because people don't go around broadcasting all their flaws, but it is nice when someone that you might listen to, i.e. myself, online, can broadcast some flaws, and you can learn from it and identify those in yourself and go, hey, all right, well, this guy's got a problem too. Like an AA meeting that is only anonymous for you guys. Well, that's not fair. That's not fair. Hi, did you guys know that Yellow Jacket is a sponsor of this show? If you didn't know that, I gotta kind of wonder where you've been, because I've had them for like 5, 6, 7 years now. But that's not the point of this. They have brand new gauges that look like they're straight out of the space shuttle. Titan Max gauges that wirelessly hook up to just a whole host of different YJack probes. They also perform all the calculations you need right there in the field. Heck, I'm not even positive. I'm speculating here, but I think they probably mow your grass too and rock your baby to sleep. So these things will do everything you need as a technician and installer commissioner. We'll call that an installer commissioner. So make sure you check them out. The new YJack gauges and all the YJack probes from Yellow Jacket. Holy crap, my hair's gray. Now, where has the time gone? Which is another problem. Don't always think you have time to do another step. Honestly, piano might fall down and bust you in the head later today. Hopefully not. But I think it's important to move forward. And whether gradually or rapidly, depending on the situation and application, it is important to continue moving forward. A lot of times when we have activities, for example, I'm helping my wife get ready for a vendor show where she sells candles and things like that. And we have to make all this stuff because somebody's a procrastinator. I'm not going to say who. I'm not going to label anybody as a procrastinator, but someone I know very close to me is a procrastinator. Anyway, that's my wife, by the way. Let me just say it so no one's confused. We have a lot of stuff to do in the last few days before the event, and it seems overwhelming. Same thing in HVAC. You go in there and you have preventive maintenance, and there's a mess, and you have to take care of all this stuff, and you get overwhelmed to the point you just can't even start. You just psych yourself out, and it's like, I can't accomplish this. I'm not even going to mess with this. But the idea is that you just do one thing to start with. Start moving forward. Do one small part of it you can accomplish, Because finishing something, no matter how big or small, there's a satisfaction that goes with that. So why not go ahead and finish something? And maybe you can start building on that and slowly get control of that overwhelmed feeling so you can move forward. It's hard to do. It's hard to do. And I tell you what, it is possible, I think, for most people to do that. I think some people struggle to a point where, there's people out there that, they take medication for issues, obsessive, compulsive, and all sorts of different stuff. And I don't want to take away from that, because I think there's a place for that. I think there's stuff out there that helps people, but it's best to do it on your own at all costs before that comes up. I think that is some good advice that I've taken myself, and I've seen other people take, and it served them well. Because you don't want to go avoiding things that are difficult, whether that means doing a different job or taking a pill to help you deal with something. You don't want to avoid too much difficulty, or else you won't be conditioned to survive it. And if you're not conditioned to survive it, whenever the pills fall in the sink and get lost, your life falls apart. Or whenever the boss comes in one day and says someone's not showing at work, everything gets dumped on you, you can't handle it. Adversity is good. You don't want level 10 adversity all the time, I understand, but having some trials to overcome is good. I think God does that. God puts stuff in your way. I saw a good thing where Morgan Freeman was talking, and this applies, so just you guys listen for a second. It applies. All right, everybody take it easy, all right? Whenever you pray to God, the great electron, or whatever you want to pray to, Alibaba, Shim Wei Dong, or whatever you do. I just made that last one up. You don't get exactly what you are praying for. The same thing, actually, we can make it to your boss. You can say, hey boss, I need this guy I'm working with, he's a real jerk. I need you to get rid of him. So you say to your boss, get rid of this guy. Or you say to God, God, please take this guy and move him to a different state. Or something like that. Something considerate like that. So, of course, God's not going to move him to a different state, more than likely. What'll happen is you'll get the opportunity to learn something to help you deal with this situation. And that something might be patience. Maybe you're a little impatient. Maybe you're a little combative. God gives you opportunity to learn something or to face something that teaches you something. And that's better than just being given something. You ever heard it's better to give than to receive? Well, there's truth in that. That's not just something people said when you were a kid that you think was bullcrap. Because when you're a kid, you're like, okay, sure, okay. I'll take the new Xbox, and you enjoy that feeling of giving. Yeah, that's what you thought when you were a kid. Although for me, it wasn't Xbox, it was Nintendo. That's right, the original Nintendo. The gray hair's there for a reason, guys. I'm 45 years old. Although some of you probably thought I was 41 or 39. And thank you for that. And if I shave, some of you might say 35. Maybe I should shave. But I digress. It's good to talk to you guys again. And I hope some of this lands on you guys and you go, hey, that's a good point. Or hey, I could use that. Or you subscribe and like the video. Comment below, because I love comments. Comments are great. Of course, YouTube likes comments. It says, oh, someone commented on this guy's video. He must be popular, like Justin Bieber or Taylor Swift, who I call Tay-Tay. So leave a comment below, and I will read it. I don't respond to all of them, but I do read all of them. I hope you guys have a good day. I'll see you on the next one. God bless all of you.
Save 8% off your order at TrueTechTools.com by using the Shop Talk discount code.